Brisbane, thank you. It has been emotional. We're now running late, really late for our flight, so Townsville, we're coming. When I was doing a lot of London trips, I used to always make posts on Facebook that, you know, people with kids should have their own section. And I used to get roasted by parents. And now I have a different perspective.
Is that camera turned off?
Yeah. Matthias, I don't think she really trusted you. Is that camera turned off? Yes. Not really. Tell you what you want to hear. We're in Townsville. We're on day 2 of our 11-city tour around Australia and New Zealand. Good to be home. I can say that for so many places that I go. That's the crazy thing, and I can mean it. And as of right now, everything is completely sold out, I think except for 3 cities because we haven't even turned the ads on yet, and they're already half full and we haven't even started advertising for them. So this is pretty exciting. We're here in Townsville. We've got a small room here. We're gonna have about 150, 200 people here. We're making impacts, making dents. Pray for chairs. We have a serious quality issue. Oh, we're about 30 chairs short. So we've got the venue moving. What to do, what to do, what to do. I'm just thinking, what do I sacrifice? Come on. Fuck it. What are we? Come on. You know what? I'm gonna start.
They need to hang in these chairs up there.
Mate, we're bringing them down. I'll explain from stage, but they're on their way down right now. Good evening, Townsville. Fantastic. First of all, a couple of apologies for those of you who are standing. We have the venue. We've got some chairs on the way down right now. Appreciate you guys standing up. Shows your commitment. Just to give you guys a little bit of background on me, I've kind of grown up, most of my growing up has been done in Queensland. I actually lived in Townsville for about 6 or 7 years. At the age of 15, I had my very first drinking escapade, and I got drunk on a very masculine beverage called West Coast Cooler. And I was on my second stubby of West Coast Cooler, and a mob of roos come jumping by, and I jumped up and I went running down the hill to chase these roos. And it was on dusk, and I was running through long grass down this hill, and I didn't see at the bottom of the hill there was a drain just before I met the road, and I put my foot into the drain, fell forward onto the road with a bottle in my hand. I nearly bled to death on the side of just beside Townsville Ross River Dam. 13 and a half hours of microsurgery later, this is me sitting in the hospital bed. My mum was actually overseas at the time, so I was actually living by myself. For real?
Yeah, for real.
Wow.
I thought
I want to give you a hug.
I thought,
Come
oh
here.
my God, I know that boy.
What has he done with himself? Well, you're going to love what I'm going to say next then. 15 years of age, and I had the doctor come in and tell me, hey kid, I hate to be the one to tell this to you, but you're going to end up with a hand that looks something like a claw. But what was interesting is what happened to my mind, what happened to my psychology. I didn't want to accept the diagnosis. Does this make sense? And I was so convinced that I could heal myself that I actually did. Does this make sense? So I can't imagine giving any 15-year-old kid a better fucking gift than the gift of actually being able to overcome what is considered to be impossible. And I didn't realize how important and how fundamental this accident was going to be in my life until actually much later on. Guess how many videos since February I've published, which has given me on average reach of 350 to 650 and has generated $2 million. 21 videos. Yeah. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Who thinks that they could post at least 3 videos a week? Yeah. The only question is, what are you going to post?
We're retail without a small dollar value purchase.
Yep.
So I can see how all this applies when you want to build those long-term relationships and you're selling a service.
What type of retail?
Quick service restaurant.
Quick service restaurant. More important, probably, and I'd say this about any business, absolutely, utterly, without a doubt, very important for your business.
So we do use social media a lot, but I don't know, how are you converting these to sales? I don't see.
Yeah, again, you got to stop looking at this as a short-term play and start looking at this as a long-term strategy. And the long-term strategy is building that relationship over a period of time so that you are the front of mind, top of mind, and the first choice every time when it comes to the quick service of what it is that you're offering and the promotions that you put forward. See, the thing is, for a quick service restaurant, what most quick service restaurants are doing on social media is the only content that they publish is promotions and coupons. And as a result, if someone is hungry in that moment, they might actually consume that content and that code. Whereas if you are publishing engaging and funny content, recipes and things that people will consume, and they're actually looking for that content, and so that content starts showing up more in their feed, then you promote a coupon or something, you're going to get a much, much, much higher uptake. It's that trust and that familiarity.
I'm not understanding exactly what I would get out of lead-based
Okay.
advertising.
Have you got a lot of competition in your area?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, yes and no.
Okay. Well, the biggest challenge you've got, obviously, number one is competition. And because in the cafe scene, most cafe scenes, there is a lot of competition. But it's just knowing how to target local traffic. Because right now, all you're getting is foot traffic. But there could be a lot of social media users in your area that don't even know that you're there. And just by being front of mind, top of mind, it's going to make you a lot more visible and give you a lot more attention. And just knowing how to promote yourself in different ways.
And last question, do you switch off?
Yeah, I meditate, I do TM.
Do you unplug?
I don't have a phone in my bedroom from basically 8:30 in the evening until 8:30 the next morning. I probably take a week digital detox every 3 months. You say, oh, your fault. Oh, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, so
now I feel like an ass.
I know, I'm no evidence of disease this month, so...
Brilliant. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're glowing, by the way. She's got a glow. You know she has. A lot of life in those eyes.
I hope so.
Yeah, lots.
Don't go through all that for nothing.
I can see you've got a bigger purpose.
Retirement, I think.
You know, people who retire have a 64% greater rate of decline, brain decline and physical decline.
I think retirement is more about just having choices about what you want to do each day, as opposed to waking up and going, oh my God, I have to go and do all this today. That's the difference.
Doing what you love,
Yeah.
and you don't work a day in your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
From a not-for-profit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now the condition we continue to work together is you never say that ever again.
I knew you'd say that.
The story gets worse.
Well, no, I don't want to go there.
I'm a veteran pensioner and I volunteer basically full-time in a not-for-profit.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've worked a lot with not-for-profits, and the biggest thing is the use of the language, not-for-profit.
Oh, okay.
Because most not-for-profits aren't profitable, and I've identified that they keep labeling themselves as not-for-profit. So let's just remove that language.
Yeah.
And you're a for-profit charity.
Well, we have big outcomes that we want to achieve, so hopefully you can help.
We'll help you doing
We
that.
don't need to make $1 million, but we have big outcomes.
But if we did, we could help a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you, Daha.
Bye.
Okay. No more. I'm fucking done.
9:09. 9:09. Yeah.
Wow.
I took a photo of it.
Considering how late we started, that was a bloody good finish.
Yeah, that's the time.
It's getting so hard to fucking respond to everybody. I'm now getting 20 to 30 messages a day on Facebook on a page now. Just people saying, hey, thank you so much. Like, it's starting to get a life of its own.
How are you going to scale that?
No idea. We have to respond to all of them because that's how you get the high responsive tag. We lost our responsive tag. I don't know how that's possible. Like, it does my head in trying to respond to everything, and I respond to everything. But you know that super responsive, that little green tag that you get? Because it actually helps with amplification of content. The more responsive you are, it gives you a little bit of an edge. And I lost it today, I don't know why. Morning Snapchat, so I'm here in Palmer Street at the Jam Corner in Townsville after a great night in Townsville. Thanks, guys. Pokemon Go, are you on it? Need to know. Doing research right now as I'm finding ways to hack it for local businesses. Get back to me. Do you guys know that you got a Pokemon Go stop out the front?
Oh, we got lures, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you guys using lures?
Sorry?
Mate, we're just filming, doing a little bit of...
paparazzi.
And people are coming in to play the game and buying like bottles of water and coffee. No. No one's catching on. When you consider most restaurants' dream is to have people around it. You know, because people attract people. Are you familiar with Pokemon Go? Do you guys realise that you're actually a Pokestop? Yeah. Out the front here? No. And right now, there are businesses that are using lures to attract players, and they're actually converting them into customers. Yeah, baiting them in. Basically, they buy coffee, they buy pizza, and you've got to stop right out here.
Yeah?
Yeah. You should put a lure out. Yeah. See you later, guys. Do you use social media? Because yeah, Instagram would be great for you guys, Pinterest would be great for you guys, Facebook would be great for you guys. What a lot of businesses are doing now is they're having a business device. So they have a device that is separate, that basically is used by different people in the business. So it's basically handed around. Yeah. So you buy like a second-hand iPhone or something, so you have your Instagram on it, your Facebook, your Snapchat, and whoever's on shift at the time uses it to post content and goes straight on. And with the whole Pokemon Go thing going nuts right now, we're just sort of going around and just talking to people and getting sentiment, especially from businesses, on how they feel about, the opportunity. Wow, that's a coffee.
And it's decaf.
That's impressive, mate. I fucking hate coffee. I didn't want to say no. You drink coffee, bro?
Yeah.
I just got an extra coffee that I don't need. Do you want it? Yeah. We made someone's day. We've had a lot of turnover in the events department for probably the last 2.5 years. It's all been, for the most part, culturally related. But it's great because I just keep thinking, as soon as I fucking master recruitment, the whole game's going to change. Just like social media. Like my whole thought was, as soon as I master social media, the whole game's going to change. And it's changing dramatically. So, if you look at, we had her for probably 2.5 years, and we held on to her because we are family. But she didn't perform. But because we didn't have the hierarchy of the values clear, we allowed the loyalty to precede value. And so this is one of the lessons that I've learned. Does that make sense? Yeah. This is one of the lessons that I've learned when it comes to talent, and removing talent is, yes, we are family, but that value isn't at the top of the hierarchy, because if it was, we would be sacrificing all the other values in order to have that connection. And so for me, one of the highest values is open, honest communication. One of the second highest values would be, focus on impact, over deliver on value. And everything else falls below those. So although it would be, we could sit there and judge ourselves and say, well, based on the value of we are family, we're not really behaving like family. But based on the hierarchy, we're being congruent. So I need to find a way to be able to assess people's values, either through some kind of a profile, some kind of a questionnaire, to make sure that they align. But the cool part is I love working this shit out, because where I think right now our biggest lessons are around recruitment. And once we get recruitment down, see, this is my thing, like whenever I know I suck at something, I just fucking throw myself in and I do as much work as I can so I can become a master of it. And I think once we become a master of recruitment, we will fucking explode, because then we'll be able to get the best talent. And I think the social experiment is going to allow us to be able to create that brand in the market that will be attractive to the right talent, so that we won't have to use recruiters. I was using it to regulate stress and also to sleep. And it got to the point where the moment anything happened in the business, I was just fucking useless, because the moment the stress comes up, emotions go up, intelligence goes down, and you just don't handle shit very well.